One day I was wondering about the similarities and differences among the variety of leaves. Leaves are such nice designs, graphically, that I thought I had to do something about it. First I drew veins of leaves on a piece of masonite and routed grooves into it. Urethane casting resin was then used to make thick cookies with raised veins on them, and a silicone mold was made of an array of these urethane cookies to be used for casting tiles of concrete. But to prevent bubbles in the concrete from leaving voids in the veins and in ruining a tile, first I need to build a vacuum station. It should have a top on jiggle springs so it can be vibrated too, and valves to control the flow, and a large vacuum chamber to accommodate the tile mold. That looks so good it belongs in the living room. The tiles are cast of non-shrink grout, the stuff that's used for anchoring bolts in drilled holes in concrete. Bubbles are removed in the vacuum chamber by expanding them till they splatter. Shiubi. Dozens of grout cookies are now cured overnight in a pressure cooker filled with carbon dioxide. Ordinary concrete looks like this when it cures. If it's cured under high pressure CO2, it can grow as dense as this. A first fill is done with green sanded grout, or maybe red, and mix in a little yellow maybe for variety, and maybe a second fill with another color, and maybe just a wipe with some other color to make it interesting. And now we have a lot of happy little leaves. So, at last we get to the point of the vid. Now I get to make an iron stool from bits I cut off a railing and an old bed frame I found in the woods, because this is the South. A fiberglass dish was made with some bolts embedded. The bolts have wires welded to them to prevent them from rotating when a nut gets tightened on them. The leaf cookies are set in Bondo and then grouted. Some epoxy is painted around the edge and sand from the yard is sprinkled on it. The seat is bolted to the iron stool. A final coat of epoxy goes on top, sealing everything. And finally, it's time to let it loose in the wild and see if it survives. Thanks for watching.